heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
It's not only my heart that's throbbing, ladies and gentlemen. This is Luckless Lovelocks back with Danganronpa 2 as the trial continues.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
I can't believe it.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
I believe it now, because we all know nothing's impossible in Danganronpa 2.
Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
Now what indeed?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Hmm.
Do you mean the letter?
I don't know about the letter.
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Kinda. Brilliant.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Ah, okay, so it was placed there after she left. Weird, though. Does that mean that there was someone in there when she woke up? Maybe in the washer?
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Ah.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
Huh.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
I beg to differ.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was
okay.
running away, but there was nobody there.
Okay, Hyoko. Fine, I accept. But there's a way in there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the RB button. Okay. Press the LB button to brake and the RB button to jump. Wait! The RB button does two things! There will be various obstacles you'll encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. This isn't gonna end well. By the way, I'm seriously considering turning down the difficulty just to get through these. I guess some of them are better than Danganronpa 1, but they really, to me, they just serve to like prolong the trials and break up the kind of like the beats of the story. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. Oh, I see. So we're like navigating the answers like it's a obstacle course, I guess. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the start button during the logic dive, you can review the controls. Yikes. She's right! This might be a very important problem. Okay, hold on. Oh, we're still in the discussion. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Okay. I'm just thinking, like, would they have arrived before Hiyoko knocked out Hiyoko? Let me think. No, they would have arrived. It would have set up whatever it is that knocked out Hiyoko, so that would have had to have happened before. Then they could have left because she arrived at 2, but the killer told Maru to come at 2:30. So the killer then would have left. When Hiyoko gets knocked out, then the killer would have gone back in before 2:30 to kill Maru, drag them over to the door, then leave, wait for Hiyoko to wake up and her to run out, and then they would come back in afterwards. Alright, I'm gonna do it. God, this is gonna be such a disaster. You guys all know it. Oh god. Oh my god! Hold on. Okay, the left stick is move, A is accelerate, B is brake. These are totally different buttons than what they told me. Oh god. Didn't they say like RB and stuff like that? Whatever. Brake, jump, accelerate. Got it. Oh, it's like snowboarding. Okay, this is really weird. Am I supposed to just go through this as quickly as possible? Guess so. Oh, question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? After Hiyoko arrived, before Hiyoko arrived? I'd say before Hiyoko arrived. Okay, this is interesting. Hey! Oh, that's right, okay. Wait, am I supposed to jump over these? I don't know what those do. Ayo! Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left? Before Hiyoko left? Yeah. Sure. Hey! Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, so where were they hiding then? That's pretty cool, so you can see the path ending. That's neat. Hey-oh! Oh, here we go. What is that? Ow. Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? The beach? The beach house? I don't know. I guess I'll just wait. I'm gonna go with the beach house. I mean, I guess the beach? Alright. I don't really know, so I'm just kinda guessing. Okay. Where would they have been hiding though? So my guesses were like all wrong before I went into this. Except for the first one.
It's all coming together.
But it's all coming together.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
I wasn't thinking, I was snowboarding in my mind. Thank you very much.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
True.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
I can't think of where that would be.
Oh, what are you saying? Stuff being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where he hasn't looked is, I don't know, the fridge? There's no way. The fridge? The killer was hiding inside the fridge? They'd freeze. They're gonna climb a mountain made of ice? There's always fighting when you play with 2 players.
Crap!
Oh, okay. It's gotta be the shower, right? I guess it could be out the door. Where else could it be? The chandelier? The mask? Also in the closet? I'm gonna say shower, but...
Crap!
Yeah. They'd just be outside. That's not even considered hiding at that point. So also in the closet again?
Here!
Really? Okay. Man.
Probably
I'm
hiding in the closet.
knocking this out of the park, guys.
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
I guess she didn't go in the closet though, right?
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
Ah.
But could 2 people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
Is that what the surfboard? The surfboard like cover was for?
That's
They're
why
hiding
the
in
killer
that?
made sure to arrange a hiding place.
That is so weird. If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... This?
Here!
That's pretty small.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
Sure.
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then the killer was close to me during that time?
So close.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Gotta love this game, guys.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
Obviously.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
I'm sorry, guys, but... Did any of you predict that the killer was hiding in the surfboard case? I want you to be honest in the comments section. Did any of you predict that?
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
Why'd she get so pissed off?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
Yeah, see, Naito already knows what happened. Like, he figured this out a long time ago. I think he actually figured it out probably at the airport, and then everything he did after that was just to verify it, like the footprint thing, all that stuff.
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
I want to hear it now, though.
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body.
Okay,
right?
here we go. This is what I was talking about in the last episode. Who were the 3 people? We've got 2 so far. Who was the 3rd one? Because I don't think the killer counts, right?
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
What?
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
What?
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Interesting way to put that.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
I don't think that gives anything away, really.
Jeez, fine, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Okay. Very interesting.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Well, someone hasn't mentioned it yet.
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
Okay, you know what? I just want to put this out there right now. I was talking before about Sonya and her possibly having, like, multiple personalities. And I wonder if they're considering her other personality, like Sonya, to be one of them, and if the other one's the serial killer. I wonder if they're considered to be separate people. The serial killer maybe being the killer, and then Sonya being the person that saw the body. This could get rather weird.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
Yes, let's get back to that.
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Oh, okay. What are we arguing exactly? Now then, I should explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debate. There's more, guys. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. You hold down the... I don't have that button. I wonder if that's from the from a PlayStation controller. I have X, Y, A, and B. Okay. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. Okay, yeah, this is like Danganronpa 1. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? You might be in trouble, boys and girls. By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Okay, so you can't agree with them. Please remember that it is only effective when repeating points. Okay, good to know. I'll probably forget that for the next trial. Oh, shower room. Okay. But we're definitely going to be grabbing something.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Oh, the blood on the body.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around.
Okay, I'm not sure what to grab yet.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
If you use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction. Not sure what to take.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
How do I grab?
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
Okay.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
There's one more thing we can grab.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
It's interesting that that just kind of comes out of nowhere. Maybe it was someone other than the killer that moved the body. Let me see. Why would someone do that there? So I think maybe I have to grab the wetsuit and refute one of the early points.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
Why couldn't I grab that? I don't
If they
understand.
used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
Okay.
As someone who
I'm not
flushes their
really
shit,
sure
it
what to
would
do yet.
definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay, other than the killer, that's really well protected. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to grab, or that's what I'm... But I have to refute. I can't agree. So there's only two things I can shoot, I believe. What I should grab, I'm not sure yet.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply washed...
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they
Or
moved
can I
the
not
body.
even grab... Can I not grab those
If
ones?
they used something other than the shower...
Let me see.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Other than the shower.
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushes their shit every... It would definitely
Let me
clog
try
the
other
toilet.
than the shower.
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
So, I can hit washing off with this.
What did
with
the
this
killer
one.
do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Shoot! Yes!
No,
got
that's
it!
wrong.
There's water, right? I mean, they've got the whole ocean or whatever outside.
They just needed to wash off the blood. they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
I got it! Oh, I'm so stupid. All the water bottles in the garbage, obviously. Oh, God. That's so obvious.
They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower that was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was the drinks inside the refrigerator.
I see.
Because they went to the
Drinks
sea.
inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
We would have seen footprints.
I've seen through it.
Oh, she's not having any of that. Peiko's not having any of it.
That's impossible.
Why?
Okay, I know the trick now for this, I think.
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
She's talking about, like, how there's... hold on. Okay, it's probably the trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Oh no. The tone of Peiko's voice is so threatening it might cut me. You're in the moment when our fates will be decided.
It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking one bottle it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Okay. Oh, I gotta put the A button. Success. Advance.
You can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water. There were only flavored drinks with pulp. If you use those to wash, the blood won't come off and your body it will leave an aromatic smell, especially if you used a lot. That alone would raise suspicion.
Okay, I fucked up, didn't I? Should have evidence to use against her argument. Shit!
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
There we
Allow
go.
me to cut through those words.
Because they were in the trash can. Got it!
Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So, I feel like that probably clears Akane, because that was really the only thing we had going. That she was covered in blood. Right? It's the only thing we really suspected her by. The other thing is, like, the window. Like, how did someone get into the window? But, I guess it's not necessary at this point, right? So we've determined that they hid in there. But after it was all done and the body was moved, they would have had to have left. So maybe they did still use the window to get out.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner.
You drank the bottle? Oh my god, you're gonna be sick.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
So did they go into the shower room to do it? Because we would have seen water all over the place. With bloody water. Oh, maybe he's realizing that too. Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
Oh! Someone was wet. Who is it that was wet? Fuck, I can't remember. Was it Peiko?
See? Just as I thought. Hold on.
God, I can't
You
remember
know who
which
the
one was
killer
wet.
is?
Is that true?
Was it Sonya or was it Peiko? Because, or was it Mikan? I can't remember.
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Maru's killer, must be that person. Oh God, I don't remember. Hold on. Fuck. Who was it? Oh man, it wasn't Hyoko. It's not Gundam. It wasn't Akane. Ibuki wasn't there. Fuyuhiko. I don't think Ibuki was there. Not Nagito. It's either Mikan or Peiko or Sonya. Was it Sonya? Fuck, I can't remember. No.
Damn it!
Is it Peiko? Totally gonna fail here, aren't I?
You're the only one!
Yes! Yes!
Peko,
Oh.
is it you?
Okay.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
She was being like... She was like going after Hyoko really strongly, right?
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Yes, okay. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
Is that it? Is that it?
Hold on, you bastard!
What?
You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right?
True?
So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
What? Were they working together? Do we have an accomplice situation here, guys?
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
He's so full of shit right now.
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Fuck, come on.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Oh my god, this worst fucking liar.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
It is a bit too soon. We can't just like... I don't think we can totally come to the conclusion she's a killer just based on the fact that she was wet. Like...
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
But we probably will be able to.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
But why is he defending her so much? If they weren't working together.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
Because there was a height dynamic used in the first murder, right? There was the circuit breaker that they wouldn't be able to reach because it was too high up. So why is she all of a sudden able to reach the window?
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
There's an escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I could think of is that opening.
I see.
Only thing I can think of.
The roadside and beachside doors aren't an option. The only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
Right, Fuyuhiko helped her. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that Fuyuhiko wanted her dead, right? Wanted Maharu dead. Maybe he saw it going on and decided to help her because he was fine with it, or they planned to do it all along. I'm not sure.
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Maybe it's the her wooden sword that she carries around with her?
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Yeah, littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with this island's bountiful nature and mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Mm-hmm.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I think I'm right. I think it's the wooden sword or whatever she's carrying with her.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
No! Please don't be violent.
Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. It's gonna be one of these. I'm not really sure what it is yet, but... I think it's wooden sword. How do I do this? Hold on. Fuck. Cursor's special move, concentrate, fast forward, catch release, right? And if two of them hit, then they blow up, I believe. Oh. And then I hit Y? No? B? Okay. Not two S's, is it? It's not gonna be two M's. Baseball bat? I have no idea. No, grab it! Oh, bamboo, that's what it is. Gotcha, it's bamboo sword, not wooden sword. So I was right. Gotcha! I'm the best Danganronpa investigator! I'm a good singer too. She didn't notice yet. Is it sword? I don't. Like stick. Stick. Let's just see if it's stick. It's stick. Oh, it could still be sword. Actually, what am I talking about? Sword. Okay. Heyo. Can we get an O? Can I get an O? I need an O! Anyone have an O? There's an O. I really wish there was, I don't know. Oh, I can move it. I can have it move forward, right? I forgot. Ew. Whoa! Let's end it!
I got it!
Got it!
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
So, I guess if it was two people, let's say it's Fuyuhiko, he could boost Peko up. Peko could use the bamboo sword to reach down and pull Fuyuhiko back up. Or if it was just her, maybe she could use it as, I don't know, somehow to use it to somehow reach the window and pull herself up? I don't know.
If I recall correctly, you
But
had
it must be two. Must be the two of them. Ah, yes, I totally missed that.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
So many details you gotta pay attention to.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Where would she use it as a step stool?
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Ah, okay.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the Panic Talk action, also known as the PTA. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. Okay. From this point on, you'll be able to use Fever Time by pressing the RB button during PTA. I kind of want to do this in the next episode, guys. So, I gotta wrap up this episode here, and we can start out the next one by me struggling with another minigame. So, thank you so much for watching. By the way, I just started Deus Ex, the new Deus Ex, so you guys should all check that out, Mankind Divided. Very good game, super excited to play it, and I hope you guys watch that as well. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.